What's good, YouTube? So I'm finally here with my Dracotail combo guide. First one of many. I expect to do a lot of Dracotail on my channel, so if that's something you guys are interested in, I hope that is something you guys are interested in, because again, there's going to be a ton of Dracotail content on my channel. I just feel like this deck is so fun, and if you were one of the lucky ones to get it the first or second day, it was very budget. I think I got the whole entire core for like around $60. I think one of these cards is like $20 now, and then a lot of the other cards have shot up in price. So not really a budget deck. However, there's definitely ways you can make a budget. Throwing in Blazing Cartesia, the branded package, the Shaddoll package. You can cut some of these cards if you needed to. But again, this deck is sold non-linear. The type of boss monsters you can make, two of my favorite boss monsters of all time, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon and Winda, are cards that this deck can also make. So that is what honestly drew me to the deck initially. Winda is one of my favorite cards of all time, so if I can make her in a deck, definitely gonna jump on that. I am working on so many variants at the moment. Blue Eyes, branded, a budget version. If you guys have a specific variant of Dracotail that you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment, let me know. Which one should I put on my to-do list that I should put out as soon as possible? I did just get all my cards in today, so I just decided to do this quick little combo tutorial just because, again, Winda is my favorite boss monster of all time, so I decided I'll show you guys how to make Winda turn 1 with Dracotail. So for this initial combo, we're gonna say we have 3 hand traps, and then we have Dracotail, YuGiOh, and Shaddoll Hedgehog. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know if you guys notice my pronunciations for a lot of these cards is off. I don't really watch too many combo videos or too much other YouTube content. Not so much anymore. Ever since I started creating it, I don't really have that much time to watch others. So I don't really know if I'm pronouncing things right. So let me know. Let me know if I'm way off. Dracotail, YuGiOh. So we have Hedgehog and Dracotail, YuGiOh. She's honestly one of the best starters in our deck. So the best normal summon. And then 3 hand traps. We play a ton of hand traps. So obviously you're gonna have hand traps in the starting hand. So to start the combo, we're gonna go ahead and normal summon our Dracotail card. I'm just gonna show you the card real quick. I feel like when I do watch a lot of these combos, they kind of just go off. They're like, okay, we normal summon, we grab this card, we do this, we do this. I like to know what the cards do, and I feel like with a lot of the stuff I watch, it's a lot of dueling books. So sometimes you can't really see the card. That's why I try and show up close card details when it comes to the cards. So this states if this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Dracotail monster from your deck to your hand, except Dracotail, YuGiOh. And then if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion monster, you can set 1 Dracotail spell or trap from your deck. So that setting the spell or trap card is going to come up when we eventually use it to fusion summon. But we're going to go ahead and utilize this normal summon effect first. So we're going to go ahead, normal summon, and then we're going to go ahead and grab our Dracotail, Femina, I think it's Femina, from our deck to our hand. And then she's the one that does our turn 0 plays because she has the quick effect. During the main phase quick effect, you can discard this card, fusion summon 1 dragon or spellcaster fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. So that's another effect that kind of threw me off when I was watching others people play. I thought since she was going to the graveyard, her quick effect includes her, but she discards herself and then uses other monsters to do the fusion summoning. So that's something you do want to remember. Then if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion summon monster, you can set 1 Dracotail spell or trap from your deck. So this has the other effect to grab the other spell or trap that you're missing. Pretty busted stuff, honestly. They can fusion summon, then they also set these pretty powerful trap cards. So speaking of the other effects, we're gonna go ahead, discard our Dracotail Femina to the graveyard, and then we're gonna go ahead use our hand trap that we have in our hand, our Shaddoll Hedgehog, and our card that we just normal summoned, our Dracotail YuGiOh. 3 monsters, all 3 of them with our Femina's effect to fusion summon. And that's gonna go into one of the deck's big boss monsters, our Dracotail Artholion. Then this card says if this card is fusion summoned, you can target monsters on the field and our graveyard up to the number of monsters used as material from the hand. So we used 2 of them and then return them to the hand. So that's a pretty cool effect because it gets fusion summoned and then we get to kind of have some recursion. So if we have hand traps in our graveyard, this card is pretty cool. That's why we do run 3 of these in the extra deck. Being able to recur your hand traps and then just pretty much all of our fusion fodder that we're utilizing pretty much comes back to our hand. The deck reminds me a lot of Labyrinth, also branded with the way it recurs itself. So from here, we're gonna create a little chain. Our Artholion is gonna be chain link 1, Shaddoll Hedgehog is gonna be chain link 2, and then YuGiOh is gonna be chain link 1. So we're gonna definitely chain block our Shaddoll Hedgehog because we don't want it to get ashed. So YuGiOh is gonna go ahead and set our Rahu Dracotail from our deck to our field. And then this is pretty much our branded fusion because it states fusion summon 1 Dracotail monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, deck, or field. Also for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fusion summon monsters. So obviously very similar to branded fusion. So this gets set right here. Chain link 2, our Shaddoll Hedgehog is going to go ahead and add our Shaddoll Beast from our deck to our hand. Then our Tholion can then resolve itself, and then it can add 2 cards because we utilize 2 from the hand from our graveyard back to our hand. So we're going to go ahead and put our Shaddoll Hedgehog back to our hand, and then also our Dracotail Phimina coming back to our hand. So we have a full hand again. So from there, we're going to go ahead, so this will be set. So from there, we're going to go ahead and activate our YuGiOh Dracotail using our Phimina from our hand, and then our Dracotail Urgula from the deck. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a fusion monster, you can set 1 Dracotail spell or trap from the deck. So very similar to the other ones, but it also has the other effect. Then you can destroy 1 spell or trap on the field. So it does have some going second potential. Then if this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 spellcaster Dracotail monster in your graveyard. Place this card on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, add that monster to your hand. So it does have some recursion as well because it gets to put itself back in the deck, and then it also gets to put one of our spellcasters back to our hand. So pretty crazy stuff. Obviously a tier 1 deck, so the amount of stuff it does is infinite. It doesn't just have 1 busted effect, it has multiple. So we're going to go ahead and utilize both of these 2. And we're utilizing 1 card from the hand, even though YuGiOh Dracotail states we can use purely from the deck. Because then we're going to go into our other Dracotail fusion monster. This is the second one that came out along with our Tholion. So we're going to go ahead and go into this one. And this one states, when you activate a Dracotail card effect, quick effect, you can target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy it. And then if 2 or more monsters are sent to the graveyard while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. So we got to special summon this with our YuGiOh Dracotail. Then, because we used Phimina and our Urgula, we can go ahead and set 2 traps from our deck. So we're going to go ahead and grab our Dracotail Horn and our Dracotail Flame from our deck, and we're going to go ahead and set both of them. And in case you don't know what they do, target 1 attack position monster on the field, return it to the hand, / extra deck, then you can place 1 Dracotail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck, then draw 1 card. So as the compulse effect plus a draw, so pretty busted. And then our Flame, target 1 face-up spell on the field, negate its effects until the end of this turn. Then you can place 1 Dracotail card from your graveyard or banishment on the bottom of the deck, accept itself, then draw 1 card as well. So pretty powerful cards. So we're going to get both of them thanks to both of these guys. So because they're both used as fusion material, we get 2 trap cards. Then we can go ahead and use Urgula's other effect to put it back on the bottom of the deck. And that's going to go ahead and grab our Phimina back to our hand. So we have a full hand once again, 2 big boss monsters and then 2 trap cards. And we pretty much only discarded 1 of our hand traps earlier, and then our Lucius, and then we utilized our YuGiOh Dracotail as well. Then anytime on our opponent's turn, pretty much this is where we go into our Winda. We can go ahead and utilize our Dracotail Phimina. Remember, she discards herself, and then she uses other monsters to go into the fusion summon. So she can go ahead and discard herself. And we're going to go ahead and utilize our Shaddoll Beast and our Shaddoll Hedgehog. And we're going to go into our Shaddoll Winda. And in case you are new to the game or don't know what this card does, because she is so old, she cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. Each player can only special summon monsters once per turn while this card is face up on the field. Then if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Shaddoll spell or trap in your graveyard added to your hands. We don't really utilize the last effect, but again, she cannot be destroyed by card effects, and then each player can only special summon once per turn. So she's going to go ahead and get special summoned. Then we can go ahead and activate our 2 effects. Shaddoll Beast, because he was sent to the graveyard by a card effect, we get to draw a card. And then obviously our Shaddoll Hedgehog gets to add us a Shaddoll monster. So we'd go ahead probably do Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. So Beast gets to draw, Shaddoll Hedgehog gets to add. So from there, we get another draw, most likely a hand trap, because we are that good. So our Hedgehog can then grab us cards like Shaddoll Dragon, which we can utilize to fusion summon and pop cards in the back row. Or if you want to do cards like Squamata just to fill up the graveyard more, and then we could also send our Shaddoll Dragon anyways. Really up to you. Again, the lines with this deck are crazy. There's really no straight linear lines. So we're just going to go ahead and grab a Shaddoll card. We also were able to draw a card with our Shaddoll Beast. So we have 4 cards back in hand. And now we also have Winda. And then we also have the Compulse effect down here. And then we also have, if our opponent has like a field spell or pretty much any continuous spar trap, a negate as well, and then 2 more draws, which would give us 6 cards in hand if we utilize both of these. On top of Winda only being able to special summon 1 time. Yeah, pretty crazy. And if these are hand traps like Ash or something, your opponent is pretty much going to be SOL, can't do anything. Again, this deck is so fun, so powerful. Being able to go into Winda, probably not the most optimal line, honestly. Or I don't know if it is. I haven't really been paying too much attention on what's really performing well. But the Shaddoll version is probably going to be the one I prioritize just because, again, being able to special summon Winda. Or maybe the Dragoon line. I don't know. I'm going to see what I'm going to do. Definitely going to do the Blue Eyes variant as well. That'll probably be soon. In regards to like actual deck profile, I'm still working on it. Again, I did just get all the cards in today. So here's a little teaser for what's coming up. I don't really know. I have 2 Pans and 2 Ugalas for now, or maybe I have 3. And I have King of the Swamp again because I want to go into Dragoon, even helping going into Winda. I have a little small Shaddoll package. I don't know if Shaddoll Fusion is optimal. Is that the best card to utilize? I feel like if I'm using Shaddoll cards, I kind of want Shaddoll Fusion just because it's such a cool card. But yeah, Blazing Cartesia, Branded Fusion. These are just the cards I have. I still need to kind of get things in order. And I got all of the fusion cards. I did not get the Secretarion card. I know it's really powerful against Blue Eyes. So that is one of the other cards I am missing. I'm not sure if Dracotail is going to be the deck I play competitively. If it's worth spending that $10 to get the other card for a card that you really don't go into unless you're going against Dragon decks. But yeah, are you guys interested in more Dracotail content? Hopefully I'll learn to pronounce the names as well. Again, this is probably my first time actually saying them out loud. Didn't realize how dumb I was gonna sound. I will be doing a lot of Dracotail stuff, so again, look forward to that. One other quick plug-in for my stuff. Starting this week, I am also gonna be putting out my music. They will be on shorts. So anytime you see the anime, Yu-Gi-Oh anime, I'm most likely gonna be attaching my music to one of those shorts. I'm also going to be posting the link to my other music YouTube channel. I do have 1,000 subscribers on that one. I did do that channel prior to this one, but I don't really have watch time, so I never really got monetized on like this channel. But again, you can also catch all of my music on Spotify, Apple Music, any streaming platforms under Shiloh the Ghost God. If you guys have checked it out, I would love to hear what you guys think of it. It's emo rock / punk rock hybrid style music, definitely very emo, sad stuff. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you guys in the next video.